Hey guys, good morning. It's Anthony here. It's Wednesday, January 25th, 2023. Want to do a reading today from Matthew's Gospel, chapter 22, 1 through 14. It's the parable of the marriage feast. And what I want to do is emphasize in this reading today of this parable that there are many people beaten down in our world today, in our country. Many people looking for answers for what's going on. It's very evident that we are in and have been in the end times. However, many people are, screaming that because of what they see, this is the mark, rivers are drying up, we're in the tribulation, or whatever. This is not the case. There are many things that have to happen before the tribulation happens. And we'll do some videos on that this week, just clarifying that from Revelation. Many things that have to be put in place, people that have to appear on the scene, and things that have to happen. So in today's video, I want to just make the point that you have to be on the right footing first. You want to make sure that you know Yahuwah, God. And to do that, you have to accept who He sent. He sent His Son, His Bane, Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus, to be the propitiation for your and my sin, so that it makes it possible to stand in the last day. So in Matthew's Gospel here, right before verse 20, chapter 22, the chief priests and the Pharisees were listening to Jesus's parables, and they were so mad they wanted to kill him. They wanted to lay hands on him. So he speaks now in verse 1. Let's pick it up there. And Jesus answered and spake unto them by parables, and said, The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, but they would not come. Remember who he's talking to here. And again he sent forth other servants, saying, Tell them which are bidden, Behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all the things are ready. Come unto the marriage. But they made light of it, and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. They wouldn't listen. They were too busy with worldly things and earthly things to think about heavenly things. And the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. So not only did they ignore all the signs and wonders, but they went around killing those and persecuting those that were following the truth. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies. Listen to some of the language here. The king was wroth, sent forth his armies, and destroyed those murderers and burned up their city. Listen to the language there. Then saith he to his servants, The wedding is ready, but they which are bidden were not worthy. So they which were invited are not worthy. They wouldn't. They wanted to do their own thing. They wanted to follow their own ways, man's doctrines, teachings of men, doctrines of men. Go, verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways, and they gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. See, everybody's welcome to this wedding feast. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on wedding garments. And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away. Cast him into the outer darkness, where there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Verse 14 ends it, for many are called, but few are chosen. And I took some notes on that this week, really short. For many are called and few are chosen, the king said. And getting back to what I said a minute ago, many were too busy following worldly pursuits to come to the wedding feast through Messiah. They wanted to go in some other way. And that's what's happening today in most of the world. Many are trying to enter the gate through other ways, or just being good, or just doing the right thing, or living a righteous life in their minds. So everyone has ears, but only a few are listening and responding. Not everyone who hears the gospel receives it. It's not your job and my job to save people. We deliver the message, the truth, and let people know it is only Yah that can change their hearts. The Father must draw the hearts of those who come. John 6:44, go back and read it. You can't just come. The Father must draw you. Matthew 11:15, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. Also Mark 4:9, Luke 8:8, and Luke 14:35, the same message. If you have ears to hear, hear. Don't turn away. We're living in terrible times right now. Matthew 7:14, and I'll close. Because strait is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it. Not everyone is going to the New Jerusalem. Only few find it. And there are so many today, even in churches, that think they know the way. They're following doctrines of men. They're not following Yahuwah. They're not following his commandments. In fact, they cast them aside and say, I don't have to do that. I'm going to go in this way. I'm going to enter the wedding feast this way. And when they get into the banquet and they have the wedding clothes are not on, and the king sees them, what's he going to do? Cast them into outer darkness, because it has to be his way, not our way. So I'll close today with this. Are you ready for the marriage supper? Ask yourself that this week. Anthony signing off. Yah bless everyone. Take care.